afternoon. Okay, my name is Judy 10, or commonly MJ, as Dr. Anis has introduced me. I'm a BPharm student, 5th year in Kenyatta University, but here in this capacity I stand as the president of the Students Association. So we have 9 universities offering BPharm. Previously there were 7, but now we have 2 new, Maseno and Kisii, so we are 9. And every year during the World Pharmacy Day or the World Pharmacy Week, we usually have inter-university competitions, and that's what I'm here to present on. So I'm just waiting for the tech people to project. Yeah, so this year we're going to have the inter-university competitions in Kabarak on the 25th of September, and the theme is in line with the worldwide theme, that's pharmacists strengthening health systems. So we're going to have all 9 universities meet up in Kabarak, and we're going to have activities around the theme. Next slide, please. Right. So we're going to have pre-World Pharmacy Day celebrations, and then we have the World Pharmacy Day celebrations. And the idea of having pre-World Pharmacy Day celebrations is just basically so we can be able to cover more activities and increase the competitive spirit among students. So some of the activities we're hoping to have before September are online quizzes on pharmacy management, clinical skills, patient counseling, all this just to increase or rather to equip the students with pharmacy-related skills. Also, we're going to have online games competitions like online chess or gaming for the guys and stuff like that. Also, we're going to have an MTM case study. So the idea here is to educate the students on the MTM and what it is and how important, why is it important. And also we're going to have a culmination of chapter events. So by that it means the individual universities are called chapters. So we have the University of Nairobi chapter, we have the Kenyatta University chapter. So part of the competition this year is to look at the activities that these individual chapters have been having. And the idea here is to sort of like encourage the students to be active in all the activities that they've been having as a chapter in their universities. Then we're going to have a best student at each level. So we're trying to look at across the 9 universities, who is the best 5th year, who's the best 4th year, who's the best 1st year. And so here we are trying to sort of like empower the students to be more than just a student. We want them to take extra co-curricular activities. We want them to try and volunteer, try and start, like practicing or understanding the profession more. So that's the basis of the best students. And also we're going to have chapter CSR activities and just to encourage us as students to start giving back to society. And then, next slide. So once that is done, we're now going to have the World Pharmacy Day event. And just a little bit about it is that this is going to be the 4th. The first one was in USIU, that was around 2019. And then we went to MKU, went to JQuad. And now this year we're going to have it in Kabarak on the 25th of September. Next slide. Right. Next. Okay. So now that's the day of what activities we're going to have. So we're going to split them in the morning session and the afternoon session. The morning session is we're going to compound. So we are going to have the 9 universities break into teams, and then we give them a compounding activity, and then they compound, and we try and grade them and have the best team. We're also going to have chapter presentations. So here we're talking about poems, skits, of course, based on let's say on activities based on the theme. So if it's a poem they're presenting, if it's a skit they have, all that based on the theme of this year's World Pharmacy Day. And then finally we're going to have a panel discussion on the role of pharmacists. So maybe we can have someone from the industry, someone from the clinical practice, someone from research, just to have an understanding of what it is that you guys in practice are already doing. And then afternoon, we are going to have sports competition, just of course to have the sporty spirit and to make it a little bit vibrant. And then we close it with an awarding ceremony. Next slide, please. Right, so the question is then, how do you, as practicing pharmacists, plug in and help us execute our World Pharmacy Day celebrations? So first, you can be our judges, or you can help us in marking the competitions, the questions we have. Say if you're in a managerial position, you can come and be the judge of the pharmacy management questions we're doing. Also, you can help us in sponsorship. So if you have a company or you have an organization that would be willing to support the cause in monetary ways, you're more than welcome to do that. And also you can be panelists and part of the discussions that you're going to have on that day. So that's our brief presentation. Thank you for your audience, and I look forward to partnering with you. Thank you.